Good evening and welcome to the semester end exhibition for Spring 23. I would specially like to welcome architect Abhay Purohit, COA President and guest of honor for the exhibition. I would like to invite Dr. Bimal Patel, President CEPT University, to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Anjali. So it's that time of year again, comes twice, the end of semester, when we put up all the work that students have done over the past semester, to celebrate it, to show off, and to take joy in completion of a semester. This is a tradition that we started a few years ago, and I'm glad that it continues. I'm glad that it continues now in person, that we have an exhibition where all the work of the students is put up. To be precise, it brings together the work of around 1,120 students in over 89 studio units from spring semester 2022. So that is a huge effort. So first of all, congratulations to all the students who have completed this work. Congratulations to all the tutors who have run the 89 studio units. If it's 89 studio units, it must be approximately 150 tutors who have put in a lot of energy. Along with the tutors, the teaching assistants who have worked along with the tutors. So you have 200 people out there, almost, perhaps more than 200 people who have been working all of last semester to help the students produce the work that you will see in the exhibition all around. 50 undergraduate studios, 39 postgraduate studios across 6 faculties, the CEPT Foundation Program, Architecture, Design, Technology, Planning and Management. I actually have the numbers here. 153 faculty members, 97 teaching associates and teaching assistants. So this is 223 students working in small units, tackling lifelike problems, producing work of great excellence. The whole point of our exhibition is to showcase to anybody who wants to see, within CEPT or outside, what it is that we do. Because we have recognized very clearly that the only thing that makes, the only measure by which we can decide the worth of an institution is the quality of work that students produce. There is nothing else that matters. The only thing that matters is the quality of work the students produce. I've just been walking down the place here, so just glancing at things, and I'm glad to say that the quality of work remains fairly high, and it reflects a lot of hard work on part of everybody that is doing here. So, terrific. Let's open the exhibition. I'm also very glad that we have architect Abhay Purohit here. He's president of the Council of Architecture. That's one of the faculties that is on CEPT campus. A lot of the architecture students' work is up. We are very honored to have you here to open this exhibition. Thank you very much for coming, and thanks to everybody else. Sorry? Oh yeah, something very important has happened. Some of the board members are here. We've just come out of a board meeting of CEPT University. This board meeting, the most important point the most important agenda point was announcement by Sanjay Lalbhai, chairman of the board, of the next president of CEPT University. So I'm, on behalf of Sanjay Bhai and behalf of the board, I'm very happy to say that CEPT, the next president for CEPT University will be Barjor Mehta, who is here. Barjor Mehta, many of us know him very well. He's going to take charge in January 24. Till then, I have been requested to still continue. And by Joe, I'm going to continue. Jai Bhava, Sisnai. I'm still around. I'm not going away till January. Okay? So I'm very glad that, that this decision has been announced. Let me just reflect a few minutes on this very important thing. CEPT University, as I keep repeating to everybody, is an incredible, unique institution in the country. You know, a bunch of professionals came together, a bunch of industrialists came together, and they set up in the 1960s a small school of architecture. It was entirely civil society effort. This is later on, it was supported by government of Gujarat and continues to be supported. So it's a unique institution that works, that has the support of the government, but is essentially a civil society organization. It's an organization that is committed to training professionals, and it's focused on the built environment, as we all know, and it's been chugging along for 60 years now. Few institutions in the country have been able to manage this feat, that they chug along at the same sort of level of excellence that they do. It does so because we have a system of professionals coming in and continuing to make this institution flourish. It started off with a small band of people, and now brings together over 250 people from the professional community of not just Ahmedabad, but Ahmedabad, India, and across the world, to run an institution that is committed to excellence in the way that we are. So this is really good. Another very special thing about CEPT is that it has always been a school that is focused on training professionals. One reason why it has been able to remain special is that it has always been led by people with a lot of experience in the world of practice. Started with Professor B.V. Doshi, who led it for the first 10 years. Then Professor Hasmukhbhai Patel, who led it for the next 10 years. Rasubhai managed, led the institution for a good 3 decades. I've been at it for 10 years more. And now we have an accomplished professional in Barjor Mehta. Many of us know him from as a CEPT alum. He got his diploma in architecture from CEPT here many years ago. Then a master's from the Asian Institute of Technology in Human Settlements and Planning of Human Settlements and then has had a distinguished career working not only in India, but in Sri Lanka, in Bhutan, Thailand, where he studied. After that, in the United States, then with the World Bank in the United States first, then in Tanzania, and from there to India and China, and now Singapore. He's a lead urban specialist. So we have in Barjor a person who has truly a global sort of a perspective, and I'm very thrilled that we have a person like him who is going to take CEPT further. So Barjor, welcome to CEPT, and But Jay, keep in mind, I'm still there till January 2020. Okay. So with that, let me stop and thank you all. Anjali, is there anything else that we need, no business to be transacted? Abhayji, if you can please say a few words, that would be very nice. Thank you very much.
Vande Matram. Thank you very much, Bimalji. I'm really glad to be here, and I bring the greetings from Council of Architecture. That CEPT is not a new phenomenon for me. That my institution, Ideas, is already into a active memorandum of understanding with CEPT, and naturally, so I become also an insider in the process. So it is not as if I'm coming from outside and like looking at it in a fresh way. It is very commendable that CEPT has constantly and continuously maintained its highest sort of the commitment levels, I would say. Standard is a second thing which would come, because commitment is very, very important. And that commitment is actually very, very down to earth. What I like most about the entire setup, and though I'm not alumni of CEPT, by the way, so I'm, in that sense, I'm outsider, but I'm putting it up across, because I used to say whenever, I'm running a very small school at Nagpur, and I used to say that in case if at all we have to go well with someone as such, it is going to be CEPT. And the reason is simple. CEPT is grounded to the realities of India. It also understands through its vast sort of the academicians and the professionals who are associated with them, that when we talk about the various levels, you say undergraduate level, and then you say postgraduate level and research level, how are we capable of giving the inputs at these various levels? And that is very, very important. Many a times, I see it as such. Last 35 years, 40 years, I'm looking at the academics, very, very keenly. And there is this mixing of the levels I have seen happening around. So maybe the inputs which are supposed to be at the level of, let us say, post-graduation, they start coming into at the undergraduate level, whereupon we are supposed to be clearing the basics as such, and giving them the idea as to how to go to the field and actually start working. There where we start giving the inputs of the post-graduation, and so on and so forth. So here I find that there is that kind of a unique blend. And this is the institution. I have no hesitation to actually say that this is the institution. If at all, few institutions in India who are doing great in architecture and design need to be, showcased, CEPT essentially would be at a very, very top in that entire process. And the credit essentially goes to how well cumulatively this entire system has been, put up. It may not be, I don't find it to be a very, very formal system, but at the same point of time, it is not all that informal system also as well. So that is a sort of a mix which is, coming at CEPT. The way it is also, it is a deep-rooted democratic practices that is worth appreciation. Everyone, starts coming together, everyone starts working in sort of a cooperation and collaboration, and then the institutions are raised. I was saying jokingly that like it is, summer has been written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, summer. And I think that, like the heat also has demonstrated that it is summer. Fine, it could happen. So I think that heat is actually also evident in the exhibits and the exhibition which has been put up there. I can go on and on talking about CEPT and talking about the expectations, but well, I would come very quickly now as a President in Council of Architecture. We are known to be, regulating the profession and the education. And so what is that? I mean, a stick in a hand and start saying that who is wrong where and all that. So possibly in my tenure as such, I intend to do it other way around. I intend to, look at the positivities which institutions has And I intend to showcase those positivities for the other institutions to follow. And in that sense, as such, I think that CEPT has a very, very greater role, and I have great expectations from CEPT in order to basically support the entire education system in India. And that is a role which certainly I would like CEPT to play. That support I expect from CEPT. I also intend to carry out a sort of, I would not say exactly audit. Audit is a very, very bad word again many a times. But then yes, a sort of a understanding about what the institutions of a higher learning are doing in architecture. And the expectations which are there in terms of maybe the research to be carried out, in terms of maybe lot of material to be produced, in terms of maybe the best sort of the practices, and also the hand-holding which is expected to be done by the institutions of national repute. Up to what extent have we progressed? And that is something which we need to actually look at, and where somewhere there as such we have to start saying that if somebody is delivering, then what is it being delivered and how the other institutions could benefit from that. So I intend to have a sort of a network of the institutions to help each other. And from that as such, I think that we would be capable of progressing very faster. As far as the student community is concerned, please understand that the time has come whereupon we have to become globally competent. 2035 is a target set whereupon we say that we are going to be the greatest service exporters of the world, and meaning thereby that as such our all system should get geared up for that. If that has to happen, then naturally there could be a possibility of having a professional examination, which is must because we have to bring it to that standard. It also needs to sign certain agreements, MOUs. For example, like Canberra Accord needs to be signed. Along with that as such, then there will be certain other things which will be happening around. We should all start getting geared up for that. You are going to see the best of the Amrut Kal, as has been put up by Honorable Shri Narendra Modi ji. This is going to be Amrut Kal for all of you. The type of the projects, the type of the development which you are going to see, and with the responsibility is going to be phenomenal. As a council, we are going to support all these initiatives. We are with you. Let us walk together, step by step, also run together. Thank you very much. All the very best. See you soon. Thanks.
We will now have the lamp lighting ceremony. Yeah. So we would now be releasing the studio catalogs. May I request the deans to please come up? May I request the deans to please come up? I'm happy to give the vote of thanks and thank all the individuals who have made this event possible. I would like to begin by thanking all the students, their tutors, and the TAs who have put up their work and made this exhibition possible. I would like to thank our deans, program coordinators, the UGPG office, faculty admins, and other staff who, through their daily efforts, made it possible for our students and tutors to reach here. This exhibition had come together with the efforts of many teams. The exhibition team, led by Jay Thakkar, Rishabh Jain, Rudrapal Singh Solanki, Chandni Chabra, Kosha Majidhya, Daksh Tak, Mohammad Junaid, and Namrata Dubaria. The workshop team, led by Kaulav Bharkat, Savilash Sasidharan, and Manish Patni. The exhibition coordinators for the different faculties. For CFP, we had Radha Devpura, Parth, Karan, Krutarth. For FA, Subin Zabil, Jay Udharia. For FP, Mansi Shah, Hetvi, Shubhangi, Parth, Shikha, Ankita. For FT, we had Ankita Trivedi, Surabhi Motwani. For FT, we had Dhara Shah and Kathan Patel. For FM, we had Mercy Samuel and Aftab Pathan. A big round of applause for all of them, please. We also had the communication team led by Santosh Zokarkar, Antara Patel, Hemant Sharma, Jayesh, and the campus office team. And finally, I would like to thank the members of the Teaching and Learning Center, Devna Vyas, Isaac Fahim, Hitesh Pipalia, and Pallavi Kapadia for working behind the scenes. Thank you very much. Please join us for refreshments that we laid out. Thank you all for coming here.